Okay, Cheryl. So this evening we're going to talk about a new strategy. Cheryl's going to go through it with us, and Cheryl's going to go through some of the new promotions that are happening in the USA as well. And we're going to kick off with Cheryl. You can take it away from here, I think.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Anne, for having me on, and I'm very excited to share this information with everyone. Just let me tell you a little bit about me and how I got where I am. You know, just over a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I was in bankruptcy. I had lost everything due to the U.S. economy. My business was completely gone. I had a traditional business at the time, and then I became very ill, and actually Visi found me. I started using the product, got my health back, plus, and here I am as a Arctic Premier with Visi and absolutely loving this business, and our financial future has never looked better than it does today. And when I share this information with you today, you'll understand exactly why. And so, you know, when you're in a network marketing business, you always want to have mentors and coaches. You want to work with your team, because this is not you're not in business alone. I like to refer to Visi as you have your very own exclusive health food store online, and you own a multi-million-dollar business. It's all up to you as to what you do with it. And so that being said, what we've done here in the U.S., a team of people that I work with that are in the same area of the organization, should I say, that I am, we have looked at other teams as to what they were doing to grow their business. And of course, you always want to go and follow what the people that are doing something that is really, really working. You want to find out what that is, and you want to implement it in your own business. And so that's what I'm going to share with you today. We've been using Project 20, which is absolutely awesome. It still will be available for you, and you'll use it in some cases. But when you hear what I have to share with you today, you'll see how that you can really kickstart your business, and how you will have a completely duplicatable system in bringing new people into your business. And that is worth its power in gold, honestly. And so, Anne, if you want to bring up the first slide, I'm going to start with going through the launch. So can everyone hear me all right? Anne, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Can everyone raise their hands if you can hear Cheryl?
Okay. Okay, perfect.
Okay, so everyone can hear you, Cheryl.
Perfect. Okay, so okay, great. And so you all probably have heard of the Jen Purga group in Visi, and you see you're on Facebook and you see all the rank advancements, you see all of the stuff that's going on in that team. Well, what a group of people did who are my sponsors and people in that organization is we actually met on the phone with Jen Purga and her team. And so that's Alan Ogden, Bill McMunn, John Buswood, Mike McCallahan, and a couple of other people. So we met with them to see exactly what they were doing, because we wanted to take that through the company worldwide, if you will. And so this launch document is a 4-page document, and this is what that team has been doing to really, really grow their business. And so we've decided to implement it in our own team around the world, and of course that includes all of you. And so when you look at this document, now I'm going to talk about this document as if you're bringing in a brand new person as to how you would use this. But what I want you to also remember is each of you, including myself, is relaunching our business with this document. So you're continually launching your business. That's how you're growing an enormous team and ranking up in advancement or advancing in ranks. And so when you go through this document, of course, it talks about a system for success. Now, there's a few very, very important things: work ethic, desire, commitment, and the ability to be coached. Now, there are some people that just simply are not coachable, and you know that when you meet them and you chat with them about Visi. Frankly, in my opinion, they're not good potential business partners, because in this business, this is a team business. This is not a go-do-it-your-own-way type business. This is a team approach, and so everyone needs to be coached. You need to be focusing on personal development. And also, I just want to share with you that, if you were to go to YouTube and you put in Holton Bugs, and you found Holton Bugs' video, and he talks about launch. This whole system is based on the way that Holton Bugs launched his business. Now, I don't know if you know who he is, but he actually makes $1 million a month. He's hugely successful, and it's all about desire, work ethic, commitment, and being coached. And so if I were you, I would go and look at that video, because it's very interesting. In fact, you might want to watch it many, many times. And so when you have your new person, you go through this 4-page document with them. And so I'm going to use myself as an example, and I'm going to do a little bit of role-playing here. So I'm going to just say that, Anne is my sponsor, or going to be, and so Anne has approached me on Visi, and she has used, oh dear, what did I do? Did we lose the page? Are you still there, Anne?
Yes, yeah, we're all still here.
Okay, I lost something. Okay, so my page is gone. What did I do? Oh, there it is. All right, so I touched something. Okay, so if you could scroll down to the second page, Anne, where the scripts are. And then I'm going to come back to the first page. So Anne has used these scripts to invite me to a launch call. Now, what she has already done is she has set up a launch call and invited me on the call, and using one of these scripts. So like, her launch call, now she's a brand new person as well, or a person that's relaunching her business. And she has a date and time for her call. And she's using one of these scripts, and there's about 5 of them there, to invite me on the call. So I agree that I'm going to jump on the call. Now, what happens on this call is she gets on with her sponsor, and she introduces herself, welcomes everyone to the call, and tells a little bit about why she chose Visi, and keeps that within 2 minutes. And then she introduces her sponsor. Her sponsor talks a little bit about how she got her story and what her product results or business results, whichever it is, have been, some of both in most cases. And then she goes through the whole script, which we have that whole script, and we will be sharing that with you as well. So that's how the launch call works. And so this new person is going to invite, it says here, a minimum of 15 people on the launch call. And so you want to set your first launch call within the first 48 hours of becoming a partner in the business. And you'll see there where you have the second launch call and the third launch call, all within 10 days. You've had 3 launch calls. And so what that does is it creates duplication, it creates huge excitement and urgency, and it's conviction on the new person's part. Because, versus the way that we may have done it in the past, where a person comes in, they purchase a pack, they have all this product, they don't really know what to do with it, and I'm going to come back to tell you what you're going to do with that product when you purchase the pack, and how these people come into the business as well in a second here. But so with this new system, it's creating the urgency and the commitment, the excitement to get the person going and get them to Arctic Star within Arctic Star 1 within their first week in many, many cases. So now, Anne, if you could go back to the first slide. Thank you. So on this first slide, and when you've met with me as the first, I've just come into the business. And so as Anne, as my sponsor, she is talking to me about what my expectation would be. How much money do I want to be? Anne, can you go to the first slide, to the first page?
Sorry, Cheryl, I'm having a bit of a problem getting back to that slide. Just give me one sec.
Okay, no problem. I'll just use my own. I've got it here.
Okay.
So she's talking to me about, why would I even join this business? Because, first of all, I really need to have a reason why I'm joining this business, or I shouldn't be doing it, because we're looking for serious, committed people to grow a business. And so I'm going to share, or she's sharing with me this document and actually talking about writing down my why. And also, how much money do I want to make in the first 30 days? How soon do I want to get up to that Arctic Star range? And how much money would I be making at that time? And then how much money do I want to make my first week through my fourth week, and so on, and my first month through my fourth month, and developing a 3 to 5 year plan for residual income. And so that's a conversation that your sponsor is having with you using this document. And then you're going to talk with your new person about the package that they would choose to come into the business with. Now, this whole system and this team here in the United States that is using this system and being so hugely successful, they do not enroll anyone that won't come in with a large pack. And there's a way of doing that that makes it work. So I might say to Anne, she showed me the large pack, and I say to her, I just, I would love to do it, but I just don't have the funds. Like, that's just, it's more than I can afford right now. My credit card is maxed, or whatever the situation is. And so then Anne is going to say to me, all right, so do you have 3 or 4 friends that you could sell one of these packs to? And so the large pack is broken into 4 parts. And we're going to show you what your pack in South Africa is broken into as well. In the United States, that package is the body sculpt pack, and it's broken into 4 body sculpt packs, which is 1 Nufina, 1 Probita, 1 Vinlay, and 1 Renza. And so I would then say, or Anne would say to me, is that you find 3 customers to purchase a body sculpt pack, those 4 products, and they pay you $225. So 3 times $225, now of course this is in American dollars, is $675. So I've already sold, and I have 3 customers for $675 towards my purchase of the large pack. And so then, so these customers, they're going to pay me, some may send me money through PayPal, some may give me a check, some may give me cash, some may give me a credit card, what have you. There's all kinds of ways that people can pay. You're collecting their money, so you're pre-selling the product before you've even signed up as a business partner. You don't even have any product other than the samples that your sponsor-to-be has given you. And so then, now, what if that person gave you a credit card? What are you going to do with them? Well, here's what you do with them. And your sponsor-to-be is going to work with you with this situation. So all of that information will be sent off to the United States, and it will be entered if you have 3 credit cards and your own credit card, we're going to divide that into each one of those customers is going to pay $225 US on their credit card, and then you're going to pay the balance on your credit card. So this has been made very, very simple just to make it work, and it works. And so then this new person has their brand new big package coming to them as soon as they get the product. They might even have to ship some of that product. And if they have to ship it, that's okay. They send it off to their person. And so, so I see that you have the first page up there again.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, that's okay. So, so you see, the other thing that you're going to be saying to your potential business partner is, you know, well, do you want to be paid $10 an hour, or do you want to be paid $20 an hour? Because when you come in at 20%, you're being actually paid more than $20 an hour for the few short hours that you put into your business. So it just makes perfect business sense. Now, the other way that people are ranking up so quickly is because they are purchasing that large pack, pre-selling part of the product, keeping product for them to use, and so they already have customers that later on can become a partner if they wish, but they've already got customers. And so it just makes for a very, very simple way to duplicate this business and to grow it very rapidly. Now, with this 4-page system, the 3rd page talks about the product, which we will be changing that up for South Africa. But the last page is a memory jogger page. So that's helping you to make your list of people. It's also, there's an area on here that also talks about getting social, creating your before and after photos, and creating your story, getting on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, whatever the social networks that you want to use in marketing and finding people to follow you and people that you can share your business with. And so, so that's basically this new system. Now, let me just think, because I think I've forgotten some stuff to share with you. So you see, for people that are already in Visi, you want to relaunch your business. So you want to treat it as if it's brand new. And so you've got your list of how many ever people, you know, everyone has at least a list of 300 or 400 people. And so you start inviting them to a call. So let's just use some examples. So you would get with whoever your sponsor is there in South Africa and set up your launch call. And you as a partner like Anne could be doing, and many, all of you, could be doing launch calls all day long. Imagine how that's going to explode your business, even if you had 5 people on that launch call. So on the launch call, the sponsor that is doing the actual presentation of the company and closing the call, they're going to close it so that at the end of the call, that person is going to say, now Susie is launching her business today, ladies and gentlemen, and she's going to be working with 2 key people. And so she's taking applications today to see who those first 2 people are. Those are the first 2 people that you put, one on your right and one on your left, to start building your team. And so whoever gets their application in first to Susie, they are going to be the first people that Susie starts working with. So you want to get your applications in as soon as possible. So she's taking applications, like maybe you're doing your launch call on Monday morning or Monday evening, and so you say that Susie is taking applications until Wednesday afternoon at 3 o'clock. So, and so then the other thing that is happening here, everyone that is called in to this conference call line, your sponsor that is working with you in doing this, she's the one that has the line, or he. And they also have a list of everyone that called in. So, and this is an exclusive call just for one person. We don't do these calls for 2 or 3 people because then we don't know whose person was whose. Because you could have put this out on your Facebook and you could have people that called in and you didn't even know who they are. So it's an exclusive launch person by person. And so then that list of people that called in would be sent to you for follow-up. So that would be sent by your sponsor to you for follow-up. Now let's just say that what if this happened? What if you use the script and you invited 20 people and no one showed up on the call? Well, what you and your sponsor are going to do, your sponsor is going to say to you, all right, so no problem, Cheryl, we're going to let's set a time that you and I can do some coaching on inviting. Because inviting is really, it's a skill. It's a complete skill. And that's why it's so, so important to be coachable. Because you need to be open to learning. No one knows everything. Even at the premier level, I learn every day. Personal development is so, so important. And so your sponsor is going to set up a time to go over a lot of different techniques and skills on inviting because it's in their best interest that you're highly successful. So that really covers this 4-page document. And now, Anne, was there something else that we talked about that I haven't shared?
Yes, I did that recording of the business overview and the way that they're using that business overview. Can you share that?
Yes, yes. And so the other part to this is that the leaders, so your sponsor, for example, so in this case it's Anne, she has done a business overview recording talking about her own story and why and how she got into Visi, and then the business presentation. And so much of this information that she's sharing on this recording is the same information that you may have heard on Rick Hager's calls or his CD, or, it could be a lot of different places. It's the Visi story. And it's on a recording so that you've got the number of the recording that you can send out to a person. So let's say that, you're doing your calls for your launch and the person says, well, can you send me something? I don't, what's it about? Can you send me something? Okay, sure. I'll send you this number. You call in. It's a recording. It's less than 15 minutes long, and it will give you an overview of what I'm talking about. You don't go into the presentation whatsoever. You let the tools do the work because you want to make this extremely duplicatable. Whoever it is that you're talking to, you want them to know, oh, this is easy. She just gave me this number. I called in and listened to this recording. And then once you're building your business, you'll be doing your own recording. And once we get this really rolling, then you'll have testimonials, and Anne will invite you to be a guest on the recording, and you will tell your story or do part of the recording, or you will open it up, and then Anne will do the rest of it. Like, there's all kinds of great ways, because what you're doing is you're promoting yourself as a leader as you build your business. Okay, Anne, does that all make sense?
Yes, absolutely, Cheryl. And so, in America, you have all these call-in lines. So last night there was a corporate call, and I tried to get in because they've actually, and I forgot to tell you this, Cheryl, but they've actually opened up a toll-free number for South Africa. Finally, I was so happy to hear that. And then, so we could actually call in for free and listen to the calls from now on. But here in South Africa, in the meantime, what we're doing with the recording that I've done, and eventually I will help you to do your own, and there is a script that you can follow that I've just threaded all the recordings together to make it one, and you can actually send that less than 15 minutes presentation, business presentation, out to people, and you can send out You know, it's like we only had a business webinar once a week. Now you can have it every single day, 5 times, you know, because you don't have to explain the business, as Cheryl said. All you have to do is get them to listen to that business overview. And then one day when you feel confident, which I'm sure with a lot of you that's on the call, you're already there, you can do your own voice call. I can help you with that. And you can send it out and help your people in your team do what I'm doing now for you. So all very duplicatable. And Cheryl, just one last thing. Can you share with us the latest promotions?
Yes, and actually on my own Facebook page, I put the recording of yesterday's company call with those promotions. But here's the promotion. So in the U.S., and many of you have U.S. partners, and so you want to make sure that you get this information to them as well. But in the U.S., there's a special package. I don't know what it's called, but it's $1,049, and it actually has 5 body sculpt packs in it. So you could sell 4 of those and get most of your money back. And then it has sample packs, 10, 2 and a chew, and what they do is sell those for $40 a box. So it's not giving away any of this product anymore. It's selling it. And then when you have the wellness and the energy, they sell those for $25 for 7 days as well. So that's how you get rid of this big pack. So that price is only for this week only till midnight Mountain Time, Friday night. Now, here's the part that you will benefit from. It's double bonus for the Rising Sun bonuses. So if you bring in 3 people this week with that big pack, normally that's $600, and normally it would be 50% more, which would be $900. This week only it's $1,200. So you can easily do that by just getting on, like setting up your launch calls, getting people on your launch calls, and like so. This week alone is a time that you want to put as much time as you possibly can into your business. It's going to set the financial stage for the future for your business by what you do this week because of these promotions and the money that's on the table. What if you actually had 6 people that came in? That's $2,400 plus. So there's huge, huge funds here, and you don't want to miss out on this at all. And then for in the U.S. now, you would have this as well, except that the all of the product isn't yet available in South Africa, unfortunately. But there's a customer appreciation part of the promotion, and that is where the Body Sculpt Pack, where normally it's $199, it's now $149 for all 4 products. And so so anyone that you've had as a customer, whether they, well, you won't be able to use this in South Africa because you can't get the new FINA into South Africa. But so anyone that you've had in the U.S. or Canada or any other country where those are available, that's a huge savings. It's a savings of $95. Or you could use that promotion to get a bunch of customers in the countries that it's available this week as well. So there's all kinds of things that you can do with that promotion. That's huge. And so there's the 3 parts of the promotion: the $10.99, the $10.49 pack, the double Rising Sun commissions, and the customer appreciation part. Now the other part is that if you are at a place where some of the rank advancements you had to qualify 2 weeks out of 4 weeks, like at Arctic 5-star or at Premier, you had to qualify 2 out of 4. So if you get to those ranks within this week, you'll only have to qualify this 1 week. So here's the reality of this situation, in my opinion. If you really got busy and set your goal to hit, for example, 4-star this week, it could easily be done, because 4-star is qualifying 1 week at 10,000 in volume, a minimum of 5 on your weaker side, and the balance, which would, of course, would be at least 5,000 or more on your power side. And so that's only 10 people. And it's not just from your work. It could be people that you already have in your business, that you get them into launching their business, and you start doing launch calls with them as well. So you could have launch calls happening all over your country with the work that you guys have already done. And by the way, I want to congratulate all of you on what you've already done. I mean, I realize that your dollar is much, much less than yours, and I congratulate you like unbelievable for your belief in this company and in this product. I mean, I know in the United States and in Canada and all these other countries where the dollar isn't an issue, the product is absolutely, it's second to none. There's just nothing like it. And last night, I want to share this quickly with you as well. Last night, because I don't know if you know what Asperger's is. It's a form of autism. But I was asking Alan Ogden, because we have a person that is in our circle here that has Asperger's. And if you've ever seen the show Rain Man, this young man is probably just 1 degree less than Rain Man was. So you'll know what I'm talking about. So I asked Alan Ogden, our doctor of pharmaceutical, if any of our products would help a person with Asperger's. Well, guess what he said? And in fact, I'm going to put it I'll put the text that he sent me into the WhatsApp room, because he talks about what it is and why it works. But it's what's in Provita, and you have Provita, because Provita has an ingredient that helps to calm the mind. So I know this is a testimonial, but I think this is really important, because you have that, your main product in your country, and so many people that are on medications for depression or that have all kinds of issues in that area, Provita can change their life. So I just wanted to share that with you as well. And then there will be another call that will figure out how to get the link to you with Alan Ogden being interviewed, and that's on Facebook also about amino acids. But what I want to leave you with is this. This business is it's growing leaps and bounds all over the world. We're already in 19 countries. You as a business partner here, your financial future is unlimited, completely unlimited. It's just a matter of how and what you decide to do. If you decide to jump in with this system, by the end of this year, you could easily be at diamond. And that's not an understatement. That's just fact. You could easily be at diamond. And if you go and you listen to Holcomb Bugs on YouTube and you hear how he launched and how he made $70,000 in his first week by doing that, that's a possibility for anyone. Anyone can do this. Anyone can do this business, especially with this duplicatable system where we're basically holding your hand along the way while you build your business. So here we have the convention next month, and I wish that all of you could be at that convention. First of all, I would love to meet all of you in person. I am planning to come to South Africa later this year. That's a for sure thing. I will be there probably October or November, and then I will meet you all. But at the convention, we're launching some amazing things. And so the future of Visi is just, it's unlimited. And I just want to leave the call with that thought for you. But maybe, Anne, you would like to open it up for any questions.
Yes, I just want to take just one moment to go through a slide with everyone that's more related to our South African market. And thank you, Cheryl, so much. I'm gonna switch you off, but if you have something else that you want to share, I will talk to you again on the last slide, and then just put up your hand if you want to share something. Okay, but thank you very much for sharing everything with us. That is just absolutely awesome. Okay, so I just wanted to work on something that show you the slide that we would be working with, but obviously the last page of the 4-page document is your warm market, and it's called your warm market memory jogger, and it's quite cool, if I could say that, because it just reminds you of when you read through all of these 100 points of who the people that you know that you haven't even thought of to put on your list. So I think that going through that, I have previously put this 4-page document up on the team site on Facebook, but go through that. You'll be amazed how many people come to mind once your memory is jogged with those points. And then the next slide is having a look at the large pack. And now, obviously, what Cheryl was saying is that, you know, our aim in this business is obviously to try to get people to sign in on the big pack. There are many reasons why, and here are a couple of them. Firstly, you will make all your money back quicker, so your return on your investment is quicker. Yes, the initial laydown of cash is bigger, but the return is much more than if you're buying in on a small pack or a medium pack. And here you can see some of you I see have downloaded the Excel spreadsheets that I've used to show you how to cost and what selling price you need to make a little bit of profit and sell the products. Now, obviously, in our situation, the rand is changing constantly every single day. So we are, you know, affected by that financially. So on this particular sheet, I know that the dollar is actually, the rand is actually less now. I think it's around 12.05, but this one is worked on a rate of 12.15. And here you can see exactly what is happening. If you had to buy the big pack, which would cost you $9.75, if you bought every single pack singly, it would cost $9.79. So you do make a little bit on that. But when you look at your selling prices, you can see that they are considerably low, a little bit lower than what we're selling them at now anyway. And I just wanted to show you. So it's up to you really what you want to do, what price you want to sell it at. But what Cheryl was talking about is if you take the big pack and you split it up into 4 packs, so you're getting even a little bit more money because you'll be selling these at your retail price. And you can see at the bottom left-hand side here, I've gone just a little bit over the retail price, and your 3 products in one comes in at $215, which is $2,580. Now, you might have someone that wants to take the products and not come into the business, and this is where these things become effective, because you would sell your 3 products 4 times over, and you would make back your 10,320 Rand from those 4 packs. Okay, you still have 4 probetas left, which you can raise the price even higher than what's on the suggested selling price to $9.80, because that's what I've always sold it at. I know some of you are selling it for more, but you can see from the table that obviously the bigger the pack, the less you can sell the product for, the quicker you're going to sell your products, the more money you are actually going to make. So it all really makes sense if you go in at the big pack. And even with selling those 4 probetas at $9.80, you're coming in at $3,920, which means your total return on investment is $14,240, whereas really, if you look at these prices that's indicated on the table, it's almost 1,000 Rand more, and that price is inflated. Okay, so that's how you need to start looking at the bigger picture. And as Cheryl was trying to explain, when you go in, when you want someone to go in and as a big pack, sit them down, talk to them, tell them to get 4 people or, themselves and 3 other people to come in, pre-sell the products, and then that person that you're going to sign in can come in on the big pack and will definitely get her return back very quickly, or his return. So I just wanted to share that with you because I think that now to move faster, and all of you do want to start earning more dollars, is that we look at using the 4-page sheet to push the business, to help the people see the bigger picture. When you're looking at a big pack, it's very scary with the amount you have to invest, but can you see from this slide you can get your money back in no time? I'm actually doing this whole experiment with my new person that's just signed in on the big pack, and I'm going to be doing exactly that. I've already, he signed in last week, and I've already got 2 people to take the pack. So, and then he's, with less than a week, he's got his money back. So this is what I'm saying. Don't be scared of the money side of it. See the bigger picture. Pre-sell for your people and then help them get in with that big pack. It's really worth it to get that 20%. Dave asks the question, have you taken shipping costs into that? Yes, if you look on the Excel spreadsheet, it says here the exchange rate is 12.15. The shipping is 12109. There you can see it over there, and the shipping calculated at a rate of 12.15 is 1,471.24. It's calculated in the price that you can see here, converted to rands under the rand of total cost. So there we go. I think I've lost connection here. Can everybody hear me? I've lost connection. Did you switch off something? No. Okay, can you hear me? Put your hands up, please, just so I know you can hear me. It looks like I've lost connection. Cheryl, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here, yes.
Okay, so you can hear me. It's just telling me that, yeah, that's telling me I've lost connection. Okay, so I'm going to open up in a bit. I just want to do a quick summary, and then I'm going to open up the floor again, and then I'm going to open Cheryl first if she wants to add anything before we end off. So we're going to end off in a few minutes now. Let me just go to the next slide. So really, the prospecting process is simple. Okay, send your prospect the Probito document when you first start, or the business overview. Now, I still am busy trying to get this audio strung together because it's made up of sections, and once we have that, it'll be less than 15 minutes, and you'll be able to send that out. And we all need to look at the bigger picture of relaunching our business. Next is establish your next telephonic meeting with the prospect, where you can, you can establish where the prospect is and what process needs to be taken. Remember, the big pack is where you want to go. Arrange your 3-way call, 4-way call, 5-way, I don't know, I don't care how many, 10 people. You can get those people, you can get them all on Skype. We can find a platform where you can use it. I'm busy looking for a conference line that we can use for free so that we can run this and duplicate the system that's being used in America. Then, you can even, instead of going one-on-one meeting, that's something that I would like you to quickly chat about, Cheryl, in a few minutes. This business has to be duplicatable. Now, not everyone can rush off during the day, especially those of you who have a full-time job. You need to look at a way that you can deal with these meetings using technology. I know that some of you love the one-on-one thing. I know it is really great and it is the best to do it one-on-one, but you take the time to go out to a meeting when you know that that person is a big person who's going to be signing in. Like, some of you that's on the call, I know you've had big prospects, and those are amazing. Those type of people, I would definitely go one-on-one if it was possible and they were in my area. And lastly, show the person why they need to buy all 3 products in the pack. Okay, I know that we've been just pushing Probito because it's the best product, but there are 3 products in the pack. They are all good for you. And if that person that even they don't want to do the business, they just want to buy the 3 products for $2.15, even if they just want the Pro Beta, talk to them about their family. Their family need to also have a look at the energy and the Renza for cleansing and for immune system and for fighting fatigue. There's always fighting fatigue in every family. There's fatigue. So you need to show people the value and the worth of each of those products and get them to look at buying all of those three in a cheaper pack, so that when you're looking at the big pack, you can pre-sell those three products. Okay, so I think that's about it. I'm just going to, if there are any questions, I'm just going to open up Cheryl. Cheryl, would you like to finish off with something else to say on what you see now?
Yes. Yes, what I really want to emphasize is that, you know, in the past, I've done a lot of one-on-one meetings, and frankly, it's a waste of time because you don't even know if the person is really serious when you're running off to meet with them. And doing these launch calls, whether they are a Skype launch call or a conference line launch call, it doesn't matter. You're able to get 10, 20, 50, or even 2 people on the call, and it's much, much more effective. You can be building your business from your backyard, from your swimming pool, from your living room, from wherever. You can be doing launch calls off and on all day long and building your business huge, where that if you had to go out to meetings, that would not be possible at all. And so we don't do any home parties or any hotel presentations or any of those things anymore. Instead, what we do is about every 4 weeks, we have a meeting with our team. Those are people that are already within the business. It's not for new people because we've invited new people through launch calls, and they've become part of our business. And so then it's getting together to share new information and to recognize people for all of their hard work and so on. So it's a much different way of looking at building your business, and it's a much more effective way.
Okay, thank you very much, Cheryl, and thank you for taking the time out of your Sunday morning to share those really great points with us here in South Africa. Is there anyone that has a question that they need to have answered? If you want to, you write it in the text box or put up your hand and I'll open you up and you can ask your question. Terry, you had your hand up. Do you want to ask a question? Or maybe it was up before. Terry, are you there? Okay, anyone else having a question? I think that we've covered everything quite intensively, and I think that there's good stuff here. I think that if you need to go over it 1 or 2 times, I'm always available. We can personally chat on Skype, and we can look at it. As soon as I have that recording, I'll send it out, and you can start launching your business. Decide what you want to do. Go over it with me if you want to do that, but let's look at this. Let's look at pushing it this week. There's no better time than tomorrow. And for those of you who do have a full-time job, set aside maybe an hour just after you get home from work and just push it with, even if it's 2 people, you know, just get those people on and just, you know, this is where we want to go. This is how we're all going to grow. We're all going to benefit. And I really think that we need to have a big push and take advantage of these promos. And don't worry about us not being fully part of all the promotions in USA. We will get there. Believe me, I don't know any other country that's had to put up with the hurdles that we've had to put up, and we've got through. We're starting to earn. We're building our businesses, and we will get there very soon in the next couple of months, where we'll have all the products the same as the USA. So I would just wanted to say again, thank you for taking your evening out tonight and to listen to us, and thanks again to Cheryl for sharing all the information with us, and have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye for now.